Hello ladies and gents, welcome to the Zurich Auto Show for the third time in a row. Behind us is the new Peugeot e-3008. So this is the new 3008 but electric version. So without further ado, let's just jump into the review and check this beauty. So here's the new Peugeot 3008. This is a completely new generation, new design, exterior, interior wise. This is in front of us the e-3008, so this is the electric version. Of course there will be a petrol and hybrid or plug-in hybrid. Now let's check this car. I believe this is the GT pack. I haven't checked. We're gonna check the spec at the end. But let's check this beautiful, gorgeous design. Now it's completely new. It's a head turner, definitely. So let's check the front end. We have this new slim front LED headlights with 3 claws there. And it's very thin looking at the front. When you look at this top part, what's cut off here and then really straight. So really interesting design choices in Peugeot. So this sharp lines give it a little bit more dynamic look and just a little presence, because it does look a little bit odd from first, but once you look at it more, you get used to it. So on the top we have beautiful daytime running lights with this like a lens, but these are actually like 6 projectors inside. It's all dark, then continue with piano black. Then we have the 3 claws. We have this some sort of turquoise metallic color, some sort of blue-green shade. We have piano black details, and over here also piano black arches and a skirt extending to the back diffuser and all around to the front lip. Now on the front, I believe this is the GT package. We have this color of the vehicle shape. So these flaps, you can see here, these open up when you need more air intake and more cooling. We have parking sensors integrated here, and we have an air intake here. At the bottom is the radar, and we have the new Peugeot shield. So this looks beautiful. It stands out. It looks like it's a 3D. 3008 in metallic gray matte finish. Then over here we have a little bit metallic silver finish as well. So it's not all black. Look at the car. It looks gorgeous. So definitely stands out on the road. Now we have this massive alloys. I'm not personally a huge fan of this alloy design, but you have different designs, so you can choose something else. So these are two 3550 R20 diamond cut silver on black, and then you have these plastic caps for the lug nuts and these for more aerodynamics. You have the Peugeot shield, and checking the new dash. So this is the new dash. We have a speaker here. The rest is just ventilation opening. We have air vents, light sensor, light and rain sensor, wide camera for the lane assist, and we have the metallic black A-pillars, but just piano black side mirrors. Now this is the new design from Peugeot. Have a short turn signal here in the mirror. So it doesn't look like it has auto dimming or blind spot, but they might have changed something design-wise. Now there should be a light there. Now interesting skirt, you can see this design details. So let me back up. There is a column next to me. So there you go. Now checking the top, once again closer look. This is nicely polished before the car show, metallic black. Then we have the panel roof that's openable and tinted. We have the shark fin antenna. And then look at the spoiler. It's connected on the top, and there's air tunneling through for better aerodynamics. And then we have these pieces. Look at this. Kind of looks like a Batman. This pointing tips and metallic gray color going from the A pillar all the way to the C pillar. We have tinted windows on the back, so this is also a C pillar window. And then really sharp line here. Look at this. How they've added this, and look at that. Look at the spoiler, and they've added a stoplight. Is that stop? No, excuse me. They've added this like small details here. I'm not sure if you can see this from the angle. I'm not sure if the camera can get that. That was a stoplight, but some sort of like a diffuser option. Now over here we have the, in this case, charging port, AC for Type 2 for AC charging, and then CCS2 for DC charging. And let's go on the back here. Now, look at this. This looks astonishing. The car looks amazing. I love those claws on the back. So look at this 3D plexiglass pieces, all LED lights, and just not to miss here, so view at the back alloy. There's of course regulation full in here, but checking the bottom diffuser, you can see the bottom is in piano black. We have the reverse lights and fog lights. These are actually bulbs, not LED. We have the LED for license plate illumination. We have a wide camera with a washer nozzle. And then on the top we have this gray matte finish. And then lights connect into the new Peugeot letter signature. And then you have on the back e-3008, and then you have the stoplight there. So let me back up here. There's a prototype car behind me, so I'm a little bit space limited, but you can see the car. And underneath you press, so let me just check here. No, actually here. So not to get confused, the button is here, it's rubberized. Let me just back up here so I don't stumble. You can see the whole car. Now it opens fairly tall, but it's uplifted on this platform. So this is the cargo room, and this is nice and flat. So when I stand up, this is actually the height. So I'm a 2 meter tall person, or 6.6 in feet. You can see how tall this is. Fairly tall, but it's okay. Now you can press here to close. You can see the rubberized button. Now, not sure if this is the button, it's not, but you have this manual adjustment for the height. On the top you have a room for emergency triangle. You have rubber stoppers for the top shelf, and you can of course remove this, take it out. Whoops. So just bumped my head into this piece here. Now I wanted to show you, this has this inside part. It's nice and long carpet, and over here, so you have stoppers here for the false bottom floor. Now on the left side we have a strap here, a little space inside here. We have a tether point there and there, so all four sides. A little room here. Not sure if there's anything inside here, don't feel anything. We have grocery hooks and 12-volt outlets. Now on the right side we have one cold light, and also same room, so without the 12-volt outlet. So on the right you have the light, on the other side 12-volt socket. Now seats knock down 60-40, or you can knock down the middle, so 40-40-20. You have those isofix hidden somewhere here. There's like always like an opening. You can't find it now. So let me just show you this. This is supposed to be like, so we here have this holder, so you can see the whole bottom part. Now there could be like a smaller dimension spare tire perhaps, but in this case it's not fitted. You have here type 2 cable. In this case it's red, they just taped it so for the car show, but there's plenty of room here. So let me see here. We have, I know there's not a lot of light, but we have maybe over here, I'd say 5 fingers to this plastic area, and then we have at least 2 more, and then to the top here there's another 5. So 1 finger is 2 centimeters, I think, and then count, it's like 22 times 2. So over here, yeah, this goes down. Now let me see if this could, yeah, this could definitely go down like a false floor. I believe so. Let me see here. So yeah, it can go down as a false floor. You can see that despite the cable. So over here now you have 5 fingers of height. So let me just show you how that looks. So you can see that's pretty deep. Now I'm gonna put it back because we're gonna get on the rear. So let's close this up. Close this nice. Now I showed you this side just a moment, so yeah, let me just show you this profile side because the column was in the other side. So you can see the profile of the car. It looks really elegant. Kind of reminds me of the Tesla Model Y just because it's like beefy, a little bit blown. But another look at those beautiful LED lights, or LED taillights to be specific. Now interesting, they also added here, so you have the B pillars in black and they added this C pillar as well. Good opening and closing sound. Just not to miss here, you have keyless entry. You can pop this plastic. There's a physical key behind this. So that's for the driver. You can see the inside part is kind of plasticky there. Good opening and closing sound, but I can tell that these doors are kind of light. And checking the seals, they really did a lot of effort here. There's double sealing here going all the way down. There's a down. Another seal, doors go all the way down, so there won't be water residue left here when you're washing the car. You can put a key here, turn to lock from the inside if you have kids. Now let's see here. It looks like hard plastic. It is. Whoa, there's a lot of hard plastic here. Maybe weight reduction, but also kind of cost saving. But this is textile, so this feels nice. This is padded with leather. This as well, this is even more padded. But this is not padded, so they've saved a little bit over there. You can here pull, I guess, to close. So let's see, the window goes almost all the way down. It's fairly okay. Not the double glazed. And there's a big pocket here, speaker at the bottom. So we have a nice spotlight here, so you can see nice and bright, maybe a little bit too bright. You can see the carpets. This is quite tall, considering this is an EV, which is nice because you don't feel like you're in a squat position. You have this leather, and I'm not sure if this is leatherette or like a artificial man-made leather. Might be, everyone's switching to that. It's perforated. Here we have this beautiful, almost like ROM shapes. You have the zippers for the ISOFIX. And then you have the classical Peugeot headrest. So this, when you press down, you can lower it. Now over here, I have a seatbelt aligner. You can see the back. I know it's a little bit dark, but still it gives you a little bit perspective. You can see the GT Pack has the black panel roof. Now let's jump inside. Or the headliner, that's what I was trying to say, not panel roof. Let's close it up. Now that window is still open, so we're gonna check the real soundproof once I get on the front. Now we have hooks on the B pillar, that's nice. Seat belts on the front are not height adjustable, and have handles on all four sides. No saving there. You have these touch lights, airbag there, C-pillar window, and so over here we have, well, the seat is kind of backed up. I actually haven't adjusted it, so it is a bit tight. I'll have to cut in and jump on the front. I've adjusted the seat for my height, and you can see there's okay feet room and okay knee room. Now this is plastic mold, but it's covered with leather, and it's kind of softly padded. You have leather here and textile. Have a net here, and it's fairly okay. Have big air vents here. You have touch controls for the AC and heated seats. There is a 12-volt outlet there on the bottom. There's some lights as well. Actually, excuse me, those are USB-C. Despite the A shape, it's a C. And you have a little cubby down there. I know it's a little bit dark. Actually, the lights switched off for some reason. Let me see if I can switch that on. Okay, the lights are on, so you can see a little bit better. There are two USB-Cs, 12-volt outlet, and a room there. So transmission tunnel, well, there almost isn't one, so it's nice and flat because this is a shared platform. The seats are nice and wide, and this is nice and soft. So potentially you could squeeze a third person, but it's more comfortable for two people. And over here, have a big armrest, little room for a pen or a water bottle. So this is nicely rubberized, adjustable. Too bad there's no opening there. Now they've left all the water here because you can actually put this, so you have the Peugeot water here, put it there, so it's nice and fixated there. These go up, you press to lower them down. You can see the back end. There's like a little vent here, and there's a, again, touch light, so you can see these are nice and tall going to the C-pillar. Now let's switch the camera around. So height space, let me see here. Well, actually it's okay. I'm a little bit tight. I can straighten up my back, and then I cannot straighten up my head. This is a sloping roof, so that's the case. But for an average person, I think, you know, it should be very comfortable and okay. Now, I'm just gonna leave this here. And before I go on the front, you can see the panorama has these ambient lights on the side, so that's a nice touch there. Now, you can hear the soundproof, and let me just once again, you can hear excellent opening and closing sound. So I hope my external mic is picking this up better, because sometimes I realized it's a bit noisy. Better closing sound on the front once again. So the front doors are slightly heavier. They open fairly wide. Let me just compare these. So they both open fairly wide if you need to put a child seat on the back. Now let's check here. So you can hear this. This is a softly padded material, and then we have this beautiful ambient lights. Now you can see the pattern here. This is how it looks. This is, you can feel the texture, but then you have the blue lights inside, which I can't show you because of the angle, and then it looks really nice and just gives it a little bit more to the looks. This is all soft and then hard plastic. They've added the flint here. Let me check the back. I don't think there was a flint. No, this is plasticky. So plastic on the back, nice flint on the front. This is way bigger. And then, you know, they've added this part here that's extended towards outside. You can lock here for the rear if you have kids. All power windows, fully automatic, electronically adjustable. You can lock the car from the inside, I guess, then unlock by pressing the same button. And speaker here and one here on the top. You have the Peugeot aluminum doorstep. Unfortunately not illuminated, would be cool if it was. We're gonna pop the bonnet later. It's pulled twice to open, and sport paddle is there. Now checking the seats, we have electronic seats, back and forward. Knee area, whole seat area, top, and a lumbar. Yeah, I guess it has a massage option. 2 memory options. Now this extends manually. So this is connected, so there won't be like between crumbs, but there are some here, so you can vacuum that when you're cleaning your car. And we have also nice smooth leather. It looks, I can't tell if it's real. In my Tesla, it has also these for tying that that's artificial. But the seats are beautifully designed and perforated, big bolsters, a bit smaller on the bottom, but big here where it matters. You have also here, and you have a Peugeot shield here. Of course, you press here and then you can knock that one down. Here we have a little room. You can put a maybe remote for a garage opener. You have here light height. Press twice to open from the driver position. Alarm, start, stop, off. You can put a key fob here when the battery is low. And you can see these new levers. Steering column is still manual. You can see the top, and let's jump inside. Before we do that, look at this. Look at that screen. It's floating. It looks super amazing. Let's hear the closing sound. Very good. Let's switch to wide lens. Now, sorry for the lens flares. I know I can see them, but the spotlights are just on the top. I can't do anything. Over here we have a beautiful new point of view. Look at this. We have nice big mirrors. They're kind of differently shaped. They're going a little bit downwards, but it's nice because they're top. And we have this beautiful ambient lights. We have these 2 screens that are connected now. And then we have the ambient lights going through. That air vent looks like it's floating because of the lights. And then this looks amazing. We have touch here on the top of your fingers. Nice reach. We have the new over here park reverse neutral drive. It's a little bit odd, and the start stop is there. And then we have this new steering wheel. It looks thicker. Same 2-spoke with a flat top and bottom, but then we have this horrible capacitive buttons. Not a huge fan of that. And then we have the bridge here. Let's zoom in. Now I'm gonna put my hand here to try to block this light so you can see here there. Beautiful, gorgeous new Peugeot shield. We have a new horn. We have the new GT badge. It's, well, let me come a little bit closer. So we have a nice leather here, perforated on the sides. You have big palm area there or here. You know, it's nicely profiled. It's thicker. Has some contrast stitching there, white and kind of green. And I like this new badge. It looks awesome. A bit piano blackish, but okay. not a huge fan of that. So we have the cruise distance here, and then for the infotainment, we have the volume options, radio lists, voice commands, and phone calls. We have sport paddles. I'm not sure if I cover those. They're attached to the steering wheel, not the steering column. And there, so on the front they're piano black, but on the back they're not. We have this new light switches and wiper switches, so washers. Have the start stop button in there, and then you have the park, reverse, neutral, drive. But interesting, there's no B, since this is a electric model, or the e-3008. Now this bezel, you know, it's not too big. It looks beautiful because it's floating. Look at this. Let's come a little bit closer. Yeah, so again, we're going to try blocking this light. So the screen looks better in person, I'd say. There is a little bit screen bleeding here, if I'm not mistaken. But it looks nice and sharp if I come a little bit closer. Yeah, and I like the fact, you know, there's really not a bezel in between. So they've nicely added a connected screen. You saw the speaker around here. You can see the air vents. You can see that one looks like it's floating. It looks amazing. And so this is soft. Okay, this is hard. Actually, yeah, hard. So this is slowly falling down. Let me just get this paperwork out. So there's a lot of room here. This is also, there's a room for coins if you're paying for tools. Nice flint there. And close it up. Now here we have the air vents, and you have them there and here. So this is like open or closed. And then we have this touch screen here. So once again, like that. And then we have here 2 pages. So that's quite nice. And I'm going to come back to that. So we have a wireless charger. There's a LED light there. So this is nice textile. This is soft. So this is soft. If you hit here, it's soft. And then we have this touch capacitive shortcuts for climate, off, max or minimum, front and rear defrost, close air circulation, have the driving modes, hazards. So it's nice, you can see them from the driver position. You have a nice physical button for that. This is for the volume. You can see on the top, you can press to mute or hold to turn off the infotainment. And then here we have a little space here. But look at this. It's front or as front. So voila. I have a big spacious copy there. It's plastic in the bottom, but we have a 12-volt outlet there. So it's a nice and spacious. You can see space-wise, have big palms. And here we have a USB-C and a C2 USB-Cs for fast charging and media. So no USB-A's in the car. So here there's just open space, another ambient light there. We have 2 cup holders. So just take this one. So, you know, it's adjustable. These pockets are nice and big as well. So you can put water bottles there as well. And we have the electronic parking brake, but we don't have the auto hold, unfortunately. This is nice and soft. Press here, open up. So I've fitted all these water bottles. They're actually here for the car show. You have this old plastic tray, although it's kind of rubberized. And then let me just take these out. You can see there's 3 of these that fit inside. So let me just put one there. Put another one on the back, then put one here, and then voila, look at this. This is massive space inside. Now I'm trying to figure out, oh, it does have cooling. I can't get the camera inside though. Yeah, it does. You can feel it, and then you can open or close. So there's a cooling feature for your drinks. Awesome. I'd love to put the camera inside, but I just can't. Okay, just bear with me. So you can see that there's an air vent there. That is very practical, and look at this. They've added this so you can have, if you have cable, don't squash it. So it's nice. But yeah, don't forget to put this cubby back. So I guess you can now slide this cubby back and forward however you like. Yeah, there's no ISOFIX here for the front seat. Another look at that. You have the electronic shade there. And let's check here. So you have a beautiful view on the back, a nice baseless mirror. And you have, I think, some sensors here. You have the airbag information here, and seatbelts perhaps. Have the electronic opening of the roof. with a little LED there. And you have the shade, you can see that. But I'm just gonna leave it open. On the top you have glasses compartment. There's a nice flint inside, you can see that. And there's a speaker there for Bluetooth calls, documents holder, a nice beauty mirror. Now let me see if this extends. I told us in the previous model. Nope, this is not covered, unfortunately. Peugeot, come on. Could have added that. And headspace. Well, there's plenty of headspace. And I can actually lower down. This is the lowest position, then it would be slightly less feet room, but I think there's okay headspace, so I can be a little bit taller. I do have room. And now let's come to the infotainment. So I believe this is the same here. Press OK. There's a nice feeling to this, but still I prefer physical buttons. These are not actually capacitive. These are buttons. Huh, I thought these were capacitive. But unfortunately, I'm not sure if this is working. Let me just see here something. That's the light control, wiper control. Okay, so cutting in, I completely forgot because, you know, different cars, there's some similarities always, but it wasn't here. This confused me. This is a light beam, but this is like press down to turn on the long beam. So you press the stock here, left stock, and then you can change the views. So yes, you can change the views, and this, it looks absolutely amazing. I also talked to some UK representatives from Peugeot here. They've also mentioned some new details on the car that I did notice. They were kind of impressed that I was so detailed and they like that. So there was very nice feedback from them as well. But I do like this. And one thing, so this screen is not a touch screen. This one is, as you noticed. You can press here. So these are actually two separate screens. They're not one connected screen, but they've seamlessly connected them. It's amazing. Look at this. This is the closest I can get. There is no visually any dividing part, no bezel, something that would say that this is two screens. It's just perfect. Huge thumbs up to Peugeot engineers, or if it's Chinese, or I don't know which engineer did this, but amazing and astonishing job there. Okay, let's come here. So there's going to be some messages here because the car is on. Now we have the touch here. Is this touch? No, this is not touch. So here you can see now they've improved the infotainments and they're faster. Now let me see here. So here you have, so let me see here, seats. So you have the massage option, have the bolster, cooling and heating. Let me see what the bolsters do. Oh, they hug you here. Wow, that's nice for the corners. Okay, let's go here to the settings. So we have a let's go closer, yeah, because the camera is fighting. I can see that now. Haven't noticed it first. You have a guest here, profiles, if you have family car, company car, display, so you can customize these, of course. Okay, you can here play with the widgets, and you have 2, 3. Okay, maybe these change with the driving modes. You can see here now. So that's the number 3. Where'd that go? Okay, I accidentally went away. Let me see here. There, display customization. You can play with both. Oh, you can have the maps there. Okay, so the first one is the classic one with the bubbles. Then you have the maps. Those look pretty good. Nice and big. And we have the one with the range of the battery, and then one with the climate control. Okay, and then you can add widgets here or delete. Save, don't save. You can customize this one as well. So you can play here with the pages. When you want in the center, you can customize that. You can have the clock and so on. Here you can play with widgets. Now, screen color, interior color. Okay, let's check the colors. You can see the colors change. So these are the colors you have. So there you go. Not too many of them. Not sure why they've saved money and didn't add like all the colors you can get. This looks pretty good, I gotta say. It looks solid, I'd say. This is kind of matching the exterior. Let's put something crazy like this. Connectivity, so let me see here. Customization, interior colors, exterior animation. Interior animation, not sure what's happening, but we're going to see. System, a language, and so on. Brightness, interior brightness, cockpit audio. Sound settings, dynamic, natural, triple middle, bass. Okay. I'll check that later. If we have vehicle lights, automatic high beam. And then here we have vehicle access, safety, tire pressure diagnostics, voice commands, updates. Okay, you have the automatic updates or Wi-Fi. Applications, drawer, so you have all of these. So let me just see here. If I go home, can I press here 3 fingers like before? It doesn't bring me to the icons. Okay, let's see here. Climate. So this is like the previous menu. Air quality, preconditioning on the EV mode or the EV car. So over here, let me see here. Okay, I think the screen, no, it doesn't froze, but for a moment I thought it did. Okay, here we have the climate shortcut navigation. So let's go for the navigation. So we have the charging stations. It gives you options. Can I take this away? Can I press here? Let me see the keyboard. Okay. We have the charging stations. 150 kilowatts. Okay, nice. So this, yeah, this is more responsive. Looks faster. So finally, that was kind of the con of the car, to be honest. Before we center, then I can go here to the car. So this is a car shortcut, car settings, and this is home menu. Let's hear some music if there is a music. Let me see here what the volume is. Okay, I don't think we have reception here, unfortunately. I have to disappoint you there. Actually, let me see here. Is there a station here? Because it's on FM, but I don't think we're kind of in this hall. I don't think we have reception because on the previous cars I didn't saw those. Have the mirror screen option here, so we have the Apple and Android Auto, or Apple CarPlay, excuse me, and Android Auto. Date and time, help, application, driver. Yeah, then we have the media here and so on, and the home button. Yeah, let me just check here. Media, when you go here, you have playlist, settings, sound settings. Okay, this is the same, but you saw that. Now, not sure if you can change this only through that, and not to forget driving modes. So you have the normal, you have the eco, and then you have the sport. So let me see if this changes this by any. Okay, doesn't feel like it changes, to be honest. Yeah, have the decent control there. I'm gonna wrap it here and let's get out. So you can see also 83%, you have 430 kilometers of range, give or take. So it's interesting. We're gonna see the spec, and let's pull here. I like to be detailed, but sometimes, you know, just on the car shows, some things do not work always. Now, we got an early access, they're prepping for the car show. So you have to use the little leg here. It doesn't have gas struts for some reason. There's a big cover here. Unfortunately, there is no frunk. And look at all the space. I think they could have added like a shallow frunk for the charging cables, but it is what it is. You can see the washer fluid is there, marked blue. So we're gonna let it drop. Closes perfectly. Let's check the spec here. So we have the 157 kilowatts or 213 horsepower. Power consumption should be almost 18 kilowatts per 100 kilometers, which is actually okay if this would be like an actual consumption on the trip computer. And then here, again, we're in Switzerland, and you have here some of the specifications here. So you can pause and read and then translate this. Now we have the panoramic iCockpit, 21 inch HD. You can see here the specification. So that was the new 3008, or excuse me, e-3008 in this case. Lovely car. These cars are detailing the car, so they're nice and shiny for the reviews. Big thanks to them as well. And tell me in the comments, how do you like the new 3008? Hope to see you in the next one on Car Show. So there's going to be more car reviews. Already reviewed the e-208 and the e-3008 on Leon Car Show. So do check those out and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more car reviews. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in the next one. Bye.